I was like feeling every second, like in the throes of like, oh my gosh, this man, he's the best. All right, it's Saturday and we just got out of brunch. We went to Oddfellows, we met some new people. It was really fun. I'm stuffed. But while we're over here, we're going to a shop that I've been watching on Instagram and wanting to go there so much. It's called Beatnik and hopefully it's cool. I know it's like a lot of like girly stuff, so Grant, you're gonna love it.
I want everything. Are we going to the man shop after this?
What's the man shop over here?
I don't think there's one over here.
Looks like you haven't done your research.
I've done my research. There's a market availability. We need to open a man shop. All right, let's go in the shop. You being inappropriate. Let's roll out, Playboy.
It's better.
Oak Cliff, Texas. I've never noticed that. I love this. I think I forget moonshining time. Grant's Moonshine Factory is back in business. If you didn't watch the vlog last weekend, you don't know what I'm talking about, but Grant randomly busted out some Tepache knowledge, or at least Tepache desire. I've never had it. I don't think Grant's ever had it. We've definitely never made it, and this is our first time. I was calling it moonshine. Whoa, that smells really good. It's, just watch a vlog last weekend. Part 2 last weekend, you can see the making of this Tepache, and we kind of tried to tiki it up a little bit. By we, I mean Grant and Grant alone. But it's been fermenting since Monday. We probably should have taken it out yesterday, but we didn't, so we're doing it today.
Life happens.
We got some bottles also from Target, and we're gonna try to get it going. It got really bubbly, and the reason why we had it closed with a rubber band is because obviously the pressure builds up and up and up as it ferments, and so it could explode if you just had it closed tightly and you didn't burp it, you didn't release the gas. But if it's closed with a rubber band, it can actually like burp itself or release the pressure as it builds up. And I think that worked so far. It keeps it closed, but it also gives it some flexibility, which is good. I've been kind of nervous about this project. Well,
if we could decide to keep doing this, we can go buy a real fermenter, and that has a little airlock thing on it.
Of course, Grant wants to buy a real fermenter.
Well, I got rid of all my old brewing stuff.
Oh, and a lot of people were asking if you were watching Bon Appetit.
Hey, that's where I got the idea from.
That's where he got it from, so you guys were right. Even people were like DMing me on Instagram like, we need to know, is this why he's making this? And yes, that's why he's making this. I didn't know. He didn't tell me that up front. I loved that shop so much, and we actually were talking to the owner. I didn't realize that she was the owner, but she was so helpful. The stuff was so cute. It got out of control really fast. I ended up getting 2 necklaces, some flared jeans, a top, and a dress. I'll show you everything later. I don't know if you're interested, but the stuff was so cute. If you are in Dallas and DFW around Oak Cliff, it's definitely worth stopping in. There's so much stuff, and there's a whole other room that's all like home decor and baby stuff. I don't think I I don't know if that's good to eat.
Tastes fine.
It has that kind of like,
it's gonna taste funky because that's what the drinks taste like. I didn't poison you, I promise.
I know you didn't poison me, but you know when stuff has gone bad, it has that little like spark to it, like when you lick a battery.
It doesn't taste like
You know what I'm talking about, that little spark.
It tastes
I tasted that.
But it's...
Well, remember when I got sick and on our honeymoon,
Mm-hmm.
that guacamole, it had that and I ignored it.
Yeah.
And then I was sick for a whole day. If you did not watch that vlog, it was ugly. It was not pretty. It was like a whole day of our honeymoon. Do you need me help?
Yeah. Smells like tiki.
It does smell really, really, really good. Who's ready for breakfast, kids? I thought it was gonna be more than this. You did it. Grant's first batch of moonshine. Proud father.
Proud father.
Cheers.
It tastes good.
It's really good. I like it. It's just like a breakfast juice. I'm nervous.
That's the typhoid.
We have a concert to go to tomorrow night that I do not want to poop at.
All right, now what are we gonna go do? We get to read those Dominoes. Our first family set of Dominoes.
I only know how to play 42. If you've been watching my vlogs for a while, or if you've watched any of the vlogs where I've like gone to visit my family or hang out, we play 42, which I didn't know it was like a big Texas thing, but I mean, it makes sense that it is if my family is doing it. But 42 is basically, the best way I can describe it is like spades, but with dominoes. And my family has been playing it for my entire life, since before my entire life. Like my whole extended family, like everyone, like when we'd have huge family parties, like everyone would be playing 42, or at least all the adults. And eventually I learned how to play. I absolutely love playing 42. Slowly but surely I've gotten Grant into it, and I think the last time he played he got pretty lucky and was like getting really good and winning, so I think he likes it now. And then when we were at Dolly Python last weekend, which if you didn't watch the vlog last weekend, this is actually in part 1 last weekend, we went to a vintage store called Dolly Python, and it was so cool. There was a domino set that I actually showed in the vlog, and I don't know why I didn't get it. I thought it was so cool and I wanted it, and it was such a cute little like domino case. I've never seen a case for dominoes like that. And I didn't even turn it around to see what was on the other side, like what the design was on the dominoes, but there was actually like a paper in there that said like Texas 42, and it had rules on it. Like all my life I've never seen like black and white printed out like rules, like how to play 42. It's all just been like watching people in my family playing and like just trying to pick up how to play it just by seeing it. And I sent a picture of it to my mom, and my mom was like, there we go, rules, like that's how you play it. Because like when we have somebody new that we're trying to teach how to play, like my sister's husband or Grant, like it's so hard for us to explain how to play it because it is a kind of complicated game. We don't know where to start. So I think we're gonna go back and see if it's still there. Not that I need to do more shopping today, because I definitely did some damage already. But Grant wants to go, so we're good. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the necklaces that I got. They're so cool. So I've actually seen this necklace online and I didn't go for it. I always like initial necklaces, and then I see the L and I'm like, just kidding, it's not that cool. Then this necklace, it has little tiny seashells across the chain, and I thought that would be really cute layered. Oh, they're still here, we're in luck. All right, now we gotta see. They're just plain on the other side. Interesting. Elton John. I can't stop with these pants or these shoes, or honestly this top too. This is all I want to wear forever, forever, forever. Never, never let you go. Suddenly it is really, really stormy, and so it's probably not the time to actually try to talk to the camera right now because it's really loud. Does it seem extra loud? Giant drops of rain. But right now we're headed to Alamo Draft House, and we're gonna see Rocket Man, which I've been wanting to see ever since I saw the trailer. I really, really, really hope it's good. I love Elton John. I wouldn't say I'm like a super fan or anything. Like I don't know like lots of facts and all of that, but the love is real and this needs to be good. You know what I mean? Did you like Across the Universe?
There's that.
Oh, I was disappointed by that. Probably a lot of you will disagree with me about that. I feel like a lot of people really love that movie, but it was kind of a letdown for me. I feel like the plot just wasn't there. Like visually, it was wonderful and beautiful, but other than that, it was just like, I can't help but kind of compare it and hope that it's not like that. It's like I'm being very negative.
If you open with your feelings.
I need to shut my feelings up. Okay, I don't know why I'm still talking. You probably can't even hear me. Uh-oh, all those little chickens are stuck in the rain. We should get a It looks like our little science experiment did not go as planned. Tepache. Tepache. One of them exploded early in the morning, and we just both sprung out of bed, and we've been cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. But obviously we're not there yet. She did not like that. You don't like Disney stuff? Oh no! Luna is not a fan of, was it Goofy? Is it Goofy that said Jello?
Chip or Dale, whoever that was.
Ooh, Chip and Dale, not a fan. Don't get in front of it. Hello. Currently, I'm repping Tarte. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt that I got in PR, which is a rare occurrence because I feel really weird when I'm walking around with like a makeup brand. Luna.
Luna, come here.
And a lot of times they put like really crazy things on the shirts, like my brows are on fleek or something, and I just feel weird about that, especially when I'm working out. This one just has a very subtle little Tarte branding on the back. It says hustle and glow on the front. Lonely Bean, if you lick that camera lens, over here. There we go. She's just slightly off camera. Anyway, we are about to go work out, which strange choice, definitely. I don't know why I decided I should work out, and then Grant decided he was gonna come with me, even though he said he was gonna die if he did that. We had to wake up unexpectedly real early, or at least real early for us on a Sunday morning, because we're just soundly sleeping in bed, and then glass shattering, like actually glass exploding downstairs, like so loud. In our house, we've got space and it goes up and down, and you'd think you wouldn't be able to hear as well as you can between the levels, but you can like talk crystal clear from like the first level to all the way to the top. We heard it so loud. We both like sprang out of bed, no shoes, not ready for battle of any kind. We came down here and I just knew it was the Tepache bottle. And I thought about it yesterday when we were putting in the bottle, like if it has so much pressure now, if it's got so much built up, and we're putting in this bottle with this really good seal on it, could it still, you know, have the bubbles, and could it explode? I thought it, but I didn't say it. That was the mistake. I saw something, I didn't say something. And Grant said he basically just didn't think about it before either. He said that he's like bottled stuff before, and that's never happened. But it's never been Tepache. So we made some mistakes. It was good when it lasted. I tried like basically 3 sips of it yesterday. It was really tasty, but we made a mistake, a bad mistake, and we pretty much had to get rid of all of it because, oh my gosh, I should have recorded this part, but we were like so stressed out and flustered, and there was glass everywhere. Glass had exploded everywhere in the kitchen. Everything had pineapple on it. Everything was sticky. And so we were just like trying to clean, trying to get the glass together and try to like just fix the issue. But I was like, oh my gosh, we got to open the other one, because I was scared that that one was going to explode too. Like, I mean, if they're both ticking time bombs, like, and we bottled them both at the same time, wouldn't they both explode around the same time? I don't know. And I didn't want to be right there when it happened, you know, like glass shooting out at you. No, thank you. No, 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 thank you. So Grant just pops the top, and of course it's like a geyser going up. And so it's like even more craziness. And it took a long time to clean up. After that, we were like totally off schedule, and we just like went to Jack in the Box, and we did not go to church. Had kind of like a nothing day. It's already like 2 o'clock now, and I decided we should go work out, or I decided I should go work out, and Grant decided he would come with me. Partially because I need to wash my hair, and I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, going back to the fertility doctor in the morning, and partially because I just always feel so bad when we have like a nothing day. This is like the worst angle. Why am I talking to you guys like this? I was about to show you guys t-shirts that I ordered, and I wasn't even planning on like talking to the camera, and then now this. Oh, it's so zoomed in. Excuse me. Looking real cute right now. But tonight we're really doing something. Tonight I am so excited. We're going to see Mitski. I don't know. I don't think the first time we saw Mitski was in a vlog. I think it was like a midweek show. It was in Houston. It was kind of like right after we met. It was definitely a moment where I was like, oh, if I can drag this boy to this show and he's tolerating it / enjoying it, he's a winner. This man is good, because Mitski, if you've never heard Mitski's music, it's very much like, and I say this with all love, respect, you know, I obviously really enjoy her music. It's very like gloomy girl, pouty girl music. I guess like puberty too, like I think it was the 2016 album. When I listen to that, it takes me back to the beginning of me and Grant. Because I was so like, ooh, I was in it. Not to just completely generalize things, but I'm gonna generalize things. All of her music is like heartbroken, just like the most low down, dirty, extreme desire and longing. Mitski's got a crush at all times, in every song, at least. That's what it seems like. And that's not all songs, but like, there's a lot of them. And I love it. It's, if you've never heard of her, but you've heard Angel Olsen, I kind of put them sort of in the same category. I love her songwriting. I'm just, in my heart, I am a pouty girl. Like, that's my happy, sad place. I'm happy to be heartbroken, basically. Did you know that, Grant? I think you did know that.
I knew that.
No, like that's like the beginning of our relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, I liked Grant so much, and I had such a crush on Grant, and he was not so sure about me. And I was just like,
We had a lot of fun at that show.
I want him so bad.
It's a good story. It was a long time ago.
It wasn't that long ago. I can still remember just everything. The beginning of our relationship was such a roller coaster, but I think it was just a roller coaster for me. No. Like for Grant, he was like, he's like pretty chill about things. It really wasn't much of a roller coaster.
It was a roller coaster.
But me, I was like feeling every second, like in the throes of like, oh my gosh, this man, he's the best. I must be with him. So, I don't know how I got off on this whole thing. I was about to show you a bunch of junk food t-shirts that I ordered, and I'm trying to decide which ones to keep. They're all Disney or Disney related. I got them for the trip, and I kind of can't decide which ones to keep. Junk food t-shirts are like surprisingly expensive for what they are, so I definitely don't want to keep them all. I might have to show you later because it's already 2:20. So, 31 splat points. He got 33. Oh, I felt like I was gonna die for like 60% of it, and then somewhere on the treadmill I was like, I'm good. So it might have healed me. Why do I want to do everything every day?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Chris is pulled over, he threw his keys out of the car as instructed.
Another episode of To Live and Die in LA. I've talked to you guys about this podcast on the vlog before, but I want to say, if you did not watch my newest video on my main channel, I did a like May favorites video. I talked about a bunch of podcasts. I talked about 4 different podcasts. The movie last night, I realized I did not talk to you guys about the movie. It was so good. Y'all know I went into it trying not to be too excited. Like, is this gonna be good? I hope it doesn't suck. I had expectations and I was nervous they were not going to be met because I'm dumb. But it was so good. It was so fun. I feel like I wanted more. Like, I wanted more story after it finished, but I guess that's the story they wanted to tell. It was a lot about like his journey to sobriety and obviously like him becoming famous and some of the relationships that he's had in his life. I think it's definitely worth seeing. I mean, who is not an Elton John fan, right? Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm a fan. I don't know every detail of his life. I don't know every song by heart, but who is not an Elton John fan? Like, he's iconic and he's still with us, you know. At the end it was like he's not touring anymore, and I remember I saw on the Bands in Town app, which is the app that I use a lot to see when bands are coming in, unless I see it like on Instagram or Spotify or something like that. It was like his like very last farewell, goodbye, never coming back tour, and we couldn't go to the show. And I remember I was like, oh, we can't go see Elton John. Grant was like, did you really want to go see that? And I'm like, yeah, that's a moment. Like, that's something that you're not going to get back, because I feel like artists now they just aren't on that level. And I know they are. We have people that are big icons. Like, we have Beyonce, we have Lady Gaga, like those people. But I guess I don't connect in the same way, and so it would have been a really special thing to get to go see. And it's really sad to know, like, oh well, that's not gonna happen. I guess unless at some point in the future they decide to do like a hologram tour, which, how do you guys feel about that? I've been hearing more and more about that. Stars that are gone having tours that are just like a hologram of them performing. I don't know how I would feel if I went to one of those shows. Like, you're clapping, but to who? I could see myself getting into it because I feel like I can get into anything, but there would be like this undertone of like eerie, like, what is this? You know what I mean? But getting to go to a show that you maybe just never had the opportunity to, like Roy Orbison, like never had the chance, you know? I don't know, I would go. I would totally go. I don't know, that's a total side thing. You might have no interest in that whatsoever, but I think it's crazy and cool. That workout was crazy. Orange Theory is never not crazy, and I know I've said this before. I should try to like be sponsored by Orange Theory. I feel like I talk to you guys about Orange Theory a lot. Oh, you know what else I realized? My favorites video. Did a favorites video finally, and that's usually the vehicle that I use to release new playlists on Spotify, and I haven't released one in so long because I haven't been doing favorites videos. And I actually had a playlist to release with the new favorites video and then forgot to mention it. So I will link it in the description here. When you subscribe to the vlog, I feel like you do get a lot more than if it's just the main channel. But I mean, obviously people like different things. Some people like vlogs, some people just don't. I feel like I don't get you if you don't like watching vlogs. I am into it. I like vlogs. I like vlogs even if they're boring, you know? I mean, clearly that's what I do. That is my category, boring vlogs. So yeah, if you've been looking for a Spotify playlist from me, which I have had questions here and there from people saying that they miss my playlist and stuff, it will be in the description if you want to listen to it. If you want to listen to what I've been listening to from the past few months, they might be new, they might be old, whatever. I don't know why I'm explaining it on this level. Okay, big news, big development, very important. If you watched the vlog last weekend, the first part, I don't know if I said this, last weekend's vlog went into 2 parts because it was so painfully long. It went out on Wednesday in case you missed it. I try not to do that. I feel like some of you like it, some of you hate it. I'm sorry either way. But if you watched part 1, you saw me plant the plants that I showed on my main channel. Wow, this is getting stupid. And I just looked at them and I hadn't checked them in, I guess, a day or 2. And they're growing. They're little baby sprouts. These two guys are popping up and growing quick. However, this one over here, not doing so hot. I don't see much happening. It has enough water. It has equal light that these guys do. It's a different plant. This is the marigold. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it's just not happy. I'm not sure. I'm waiting, I'm seeing. Definitely get this variety if you're thinking about getting one of those kits from Target, because look how easy it was. And it took 1 week to spring up. Over here, we got my Tepache man, survivor of the Tepache explosion 2019. Cooking up a storm, returning to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
What are we making?
We're making
Uh-oh, home chief, doing it big.
Japanese steak bento bowl.
Oh, what a nice man. He's cooking for me tonight.
Yeah, it's good.
Trying to help. Grant doesn't let me help. That's not a thing.
Well, there's nothing to
He
really
let
do.
me chop the peanuts. That's all I got to do. Master Chef, you've outdone yourself.
All right, big hand girl. It's getting cold.
It's ice cream time. We didn't take the picture.
Do it now. Do it.
No, it's not a good time. We forgot to take a picture for the thumbnail. We're gonna have to fake it tomorrow. Fake it till you make it. We just had brunch outdoors, and I'm an inside cat.